they were held accountable, but behind a confidentiality agreement.
And and the people have to wake up. What does confidentiality apply to?
Yeah, exactly.
You vote these guys in, and they're responsible and accountable for each and every dollar that is there, but they pass that responsibility on to an executive committee. And then they say, well, it was the executive committee that recommended this. Well, where's their responsibility in that? And where's their accounting of it?
Yeah. Not to defend the Mohawk Council, because you were sitting on council when my situation was going through.
Yeah, but I was defending you. That's the difference.
Okay,
because they were wrong.
And I understand that. In your situation, it's a little bit different because you were a politician sitting at a table, and they directly influenced or made a decision based on you. The other ones were thrown in your lap. Like my case, Danny, Joe, whoever else was thrown into elective officials' lap saying that, okay, this is what we've already decided, now you deal with it. And then they're the ones that ended up looking like hell at the end of the day. It was the bureaucrats or the people, whether it was the executives in the council and or organizations who caused all that problems and thrown it on the politicians' laps. That was our situation, my situation, and most of the other ones that have occurred as far as human resources are concerned. For you, it was a little bit different because, come on, you're elected by the people, you're sitting at the table, and then they feel that, okay, well, we're going to get rid of you. You know, it's like, it's not the same thing. Even though the system is similar, some of the decisions were poor on all sides, but you know, I think that, and everybody agrees that they shouldn't have done it in the first place. They should have let you run for elections. They should have done a lot of things, but they didn't. Now their backs are against the wall, and you're right. Now the agreement goes public. Mm-hmm. You know, now people, instead of hearing in the background, there's documentation saying that, yeah, we had to pay him this amount of money. And he agreed with all these other things. It's like, if anybody wants copies of it, I don't know if the Mohawk Council will put out copies. They say that they will, but whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I'm sure that if you can get a hold of Keith, he'll probably give you copies of the 5 documents that of the agreement itself, what was actually signed on September 25th on last Friday. But let's talk a little bit more about the agreement itself, and the federal court. You decided, you went to mediation, you're in mediation, and now we have a document. What happened in between?
What happened in between is after the election did take place, not only was Lindsay Laborn and Arlene Gilbert in contempt, what they did was they stepped out of that scope, which jeopardized the election itself. They went and held a meeting up at the PK station. They announced it on the radio and that it's going to be at the Legion. Then they moved it from there. They wanted all the community to get involved. And then they go over to the PK station and they involve not just the present council,
but
all the candidates.
All the incumbents.
They put everybody into this mix.
I know.
And everybody is then at that point, because legal counsel is there, and Lindsay involved them, Arlene involved them,
I know
into more contempt.
Yeah, it was another.
It was a conspiracy.
Well, I don't know if it was just another poor judgment call again.
Oh, yeah,
again.
Definitely.
whoever's giving them that advice, I hope that they're not keeping that individual. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back into that, because I guess the community has to know the whole picture, opposed to just, we came to an agreement.
Yeah.
And we'll be back right after these messages.